Now let's talk about icosanoid synthesis. What does icosan mean? Does anybody know now?
20.
Very good. 20 carbon compound, 20 carbon fatty acids. Very good. Fatty acids. Icosa means 20. So we have studied 20 carbon fatty acid. If you can see, so you can see this. You can see here. You can see this is 18. These are essential fatty acid are 18 carbon. Okay, 18 carbon fatty acid. These are linolenic acid. Omega 3 is linolenic acid, alpha linolenic acid. Omega 6 is linoleic acid. Omega 6 is linoleic acid. These two are 18 carbon essential fatty acid. Now let's see this. This 18 carbon fat, this change into again 80 carbon. Just one desaturation is happens here at sixth position, ninth and sixth position by sixth delta 6 desaturation. You know that. So this will convert again into one addition of two acetyl coenzyme A and one more desaturation. Okay, because there is 3 and there is 4. So this will convert into arachidonic acid. This arachidonic acid is what we call icosanoic acid. Arachidonic acid is icosanoic. It has got 4 double bond. It is also called icosa tetraenoic acid. You can see here arachidonic acid is called icosa tetraenoic acid. Tetraene means 4 double bond. Oic acid means it is a carboxylic acid. So icosa tetraenoic acid is arachidonic acid. Okay, so this is the one arachid. This is the predominant one because this arachidonic acid is utilized for what? Synthesis of icosanoids, inflammatory mediators. Therefore requirement is very high. Okay, requirement of this fatty acid is very high, need is high, therefore this becomes essential fatty acid. Okay, otherwise there is no reason. You can see this can be synthesized from this, therefore this also becomes essential fatty acid. Otherwise, because of icosanoids, arachidonic becomes essential fatty. So this is the very important reason. You can see this is the very important reason it becomes. So this is the predominant. Arachidonic acid is the predominant. You can see there is second 20 carbon compound. Yes, from this also icosanoid will be prostaglandins and other icosanoids will be synthesized. Understood? From this also synthesized. It is actually icosa pentaenoic acid. This is tetra penta. So both can synthesize. Both can synthesize icosanoids. This is predominant, but this can also synthesize icosanoids. So remember this predominant, just take it number as 90% and 10%. It is not like real number, just I am giving you so in order to bring a clarity. Just remember like it is 90%, then it is 10% only. And if you remember, I told you this unsaturated fatty acid is present at the second position. At first position, I have drawn like this. At first position, straight chain fatty acid is present in phospholipid. This phospholipid is part of inner mitochondria, inner cellular membrane. Okay, cell membrane, this phospholipid. And this is here you can see at second position. I remembered wrote like this because second is bent and this is also bent type of. Though I have shown straight, but it is bent type of fatty acid. It is not like that. It is bent type of fatty acid. It is bent. It is like this type of bent many times. Like this. It is bent like this. So you can see 2 number position will have this arachidonic acid. Okay. This arachidonic membrane bound arachidonic acid bound to phospholipid in the membrane that is present in the membrane, and breaking down of this release of this fatty acid will actually produce icosanoid. This is the substrate. This fatty acid is the substrate for icosanoid. So what is the first step? First step is this release of this arachidonic acid, and the release of arachidonic acid is done by this phospholipase A2. How do you remember? Phospholipase A1 breaks first bond. This breaks first bond. A1 break first bond, and then 2 A2 will break second bond. And okay, and this third bond, you can see A, B, C, you can remember this C, phospholipase C release second bond. And we have seen this phospholipase C. Phospholipase C releases inositol. And because of this, IP3 and DAG, remember that. Muscle, smooth muscle contractions. For a smooth muscle contraction, this is second messenger. And this is released by phospholipase C. So understand this phospholipases. One phospholipase A2 will break here and C will break here. So I'm not concerned right now about it. We have already done. Just to refresh your memory, I have told you about it. So let's talk about this. The first step is the breakdown of this. So after breakdown, it will be released. Okay, it will release in cytosol, inside cytosol. Because this is slide, I cannot show everything. So it is first released, and after releasing, there is two pathway. All cell, not all cell have this two pathway. The cell has a specific enzyme. That enzyme, actually, if cell has this enzyme, lipoxygenase, it has the lipoxygenase enzyme, this will be produced. If the cell has got cyclooxygenase enzyme, this will be produced. And based on that, there is two pathway. One pathway is called cyclooxygenase pathway. Other is called lipoxygenase pathway. The cyclooxygenase, why it is called cyclooxygenase? You can see cycle formation. Here also cycle formation and oxygen addition. So this compound, very compound, actually this is compound, this actually fold like this. Okay, this fatty acid actually long chain, this fold like this. So there will be cycle formation, there will be addition of hydroxyl group like this. So can you see this is like tadpole? I remember this, like the structure is very similar to tadpole. Tadpole is like only two things are there. It is very similar to tadpole. So tadpole is like this. You know, this is tadpole. So tadpole like structure, you can see the structure of this prostaglandins. So okay, so you can see this cyclooxygenase will produce cycle type 2 and oxygen will be added. That is why this is called cyclooxygenase. You can see lipooxygenase, lipid oxygen, only oxygen is added. So therefore this is called lipooxygenase, only oxygen is added here. You can see only oxygen is added, no cyclization. So therefore this is called lipooxygenase pathway. So let's see, this cyclooxygenase pathway produces prostaglandins, very important, prostaglandins, and then thromboxanes. These both are together called prostanoids. So prostaglandin and thromboxane. Prostaglandin, what is the function of prostaglandins? Prostaglandins actually have normal function, normal physiological role also. This is called housekeeping. So you know, for housekeeping in your home, you require kitchen. In kitchen, you always have certain things to make, to cook. So this is required for your survival. So this type of function is called housekeeping function. And sometimes in your emergency, you buy something for your living, some extra thing, something else. So this is inflammation, emergency condition. This gene will synthesize prostaglandins in certain cells. These are in, so two types of normal as well as pathological function. Both, it contributes for both function, normal and pathological prostaglandins. Among all these, prostaglandins is the most important. Okay, we have four, two here and two here. Prostaglandins is the most important because it has got normal as well as inflammatory functions. This is the only one, prostaglandin A2. Just remember thromboxane A2. That from name itself it suggests thromboxane, thrombocyte aggregation, platelet aggregation. So from name on itself you can understand the structure. So difference you can see here, inside the cycle there is no oxygen. Here is oxygen inside the cycle. So because of insertion of oxygen, this is without 4 carbon, 1 2 3 4 5 carbon is there, in pentacyclic is there, but there is also 5 carbon, 1 2 3 4 5 carbon, 1 2 3 4 5 carbon. Addition of one oxygen makes it hexagonal. That is the difference. And you see addition of oxygen here. Okay, not outside like this. Hydroxyl and keto group is not here. Hydroxyl and keto group. That is the difference, but both are cycle. That is why cyclooxygenase. Yes, different set of enzyme will be there for its. First will be cyclooxygenase. First enzyme will be similar for both, but different set of enzyme are there for this. Different set of enzyme for this, and that is why it is different. And different cell have different set. Not so different cell have different set of enzyme. Okay, one cell will produce thromboxane. The same cell will not produce prostaglandin. Remember that. The one cell that will produce prostaglandin will not produce this. Certain cell will produce leukotrienes, will not produce this. Certain cell will produce lipoxin, will not produce leukotriene. So cell has different set of enzyme, because of that is produced. So remember these two pathways. Cyclooxygenase will produce cycle and oxygen add. So cyclooxygenase pathway will produce these two. Prostaglandins, most important, and thromboxane. Lipoxygenase pathway will form this. Only it has got inflammatory role, and this is anti-inflammatory. Lipoxin is anti-inflammatory. So leukotrienes. See, remember the trienes is in the cycle type of compound 1, 2, 3. So it is also actually double bond. So this is how they might have to trienes, leukotrienes. Leuko means leukocytes. The trienes that is released from leukocytes is leukotrienes. You can remember that way. So it has got actually 4 double bond, but it has been called trienes. Let's see these trienes. Lipoxins are anti-inflammatory because it is synthesized from lipid, lipoxin. Leukotrienes, lipoxins, prostaglandins, and thromboxans. 4 compounds are there. Prostaglandins, thromboxan from cyclooxygenase pathway, and leukotrienes and lipoxins are from
lipoxygenase.
This is step 1. Okay. And this is actually step 2, and then respective there will be step 3 for customized step for everything for this 2. Step 3 is for customized for certain set of enzymes are there that will convert this, and certain set of. So 3-step process you can remember.